What's up guys, Togo here, and welcome to part 4 of my Phantom Forces booster box opening. If you haven't seen the last 3 parts, abandon all hope ye who don't want spoilers of what I pulled in half the booster box. And if you haven't seen it, I don't know why you're missing it, so you should go check it out, yeah. But if you have seen it, then you'll already know that we have 3 ultra rares so far, 1 per episode, and we've also gotten 1 holo per episode, so we've kept up 2 or better per episode. 2 holos or better, I mean. And thankfully it's been 1 holo and 1 better so far, so I just took out the next 6 packs. We have Aegislash, Mega Gengar, Mega Manectric, Diancie, and then Aegislash and Mega Gengar. So we will open these 6 packs today. If you're new and you haven't seen the previous 3 videos, and you didn't go and see them before I spoiled what I pulled, actually, let me just slide that over a bit. There we go. Go check out the first part if you want to enter the code card giveaway, if you're seeing this video, like, relatively soon to when it's uploaded. But let's not waste any more time, and let's get into this first pack. Now, at this point, we're halfway through the box, so I'm really going to be trying to save the pack arts, so I'm probably going to be opening most of them off screen until I fail, in which case I'll just show the rest of it. But if it gets down to the last episode and I still have pack arts to save, I'll end up just using scissors, and if I can't get them by the end of this part, I will probably go and grab like a little toothpick or a flosser to make it easier to open the pack without ripping. Alright, so let's see what we have for today. Starting off, we have Finneon, Poochyena, Swaddle, Chansey, and Goomy! Hooray! The uncommons, we have the Battle Compressor, which we have gotten. We still have some Team Flare gears we haven't gotten, though. We have a Shauna. I don't believe I got one of those before. Shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 5 cards. And a Professor Sycamore, which is discard your hand and draw 7 cards. So Shauna and Sycamore, both about card draw. However, Shauna, you draw less cards, but you do preserve your hand by putting it into your deck, as opposed to just straight up discarding. Though discarding can be very helpful if you have, like, play from your discard pile or retrieve energy from there. So anyway, let's see what we've got for our first reverse. That is a reverse Liepard, which is an uncommon. I haven't gotten the regular uncommon of this, so we still have a couple of uncommons we don't have yet. I really like the background on this, and I like the artwork. I can't tell exactly where this is, if this is something from in-game, but it looks to be resting on some sort of statue. That's a really cool artwork. Really like the card. And the first rare starting off this episode is going to be a Gorgeist Holo. Awesome. So we've already gotten a holo in just the first pack. That is really awesome. This has the ability, Gorgantic. Wow, what an amazing pun. If this Pokemon has any grass energy attached to it, its maximum HP is 200 instead of 100. That is awesome. Horror Note does 10 damage times the number of cards in your hand. That's really good with card draw. So that is a really cool card to get. It's actually not even that bad. So very good to be starting off with something that awesome. Now moving on to a Mega Gengar pack. I have a good feeling about this pack, but since I just got a holo, this will probably end up being a regular rare. But I won't be disappointed just because I did just get a holo. So it's not like I'm on a losing streak if I don't get anything good. And if you haven't seen any of the previous parts, I do try my best to avoid feeling the card so I don't spoil the surprise for myself as to if it's an ultra rare or not. Starting off with Dano, Gligar, Litwick, Yanma, and Totodile. I'm pretty sure at this point I have all the commons, but as we've seen, I don't have all the uncommons yet, unless that Liepard was the last one I didn't have, which I doubt. Furo, another Mystery Energy, and another Gengar Spirit Link. Awesome, I believe that's our second Gengar Spirit Link in this box. I already got 2 Manectric Spirit Links, and I prefer Mega Gengar to Mega Manectric. However, I did get the Mega Manectric EX card in part 2, and I also have the Gengar Spirit Link holo from the GameStop promotional blister. So our second reverse is a reverse Swirlix. That is a common. And the rare is a Talonflame. That is a regular rare. I really don't like Talonflame's design as a Pokemon. I think it's really ugly. This is in the Central Circle. I don't know what it's called, but it's the thing around Prism Tower and Lumiose. It has Acrobatics, which is 30 damage plus 30 more for each heads after flipping 2 coins. That's pretty nice for just 1 fire energy on a stage 2 Pokemon, I guess, because it can do, I mean, minimum 30, maximum 90. It's not amazing, but it's nice for just 1 energy. Well, not so much for stage 2, I guess. And for 2 fire and a colorless, you have Jet Shoot, which is 120 damage, and during the opponent's next turn, any damage done to this Pokemon's attacks is done to this Pokemon by attacks is increased by 40 after applying weakness and resistance. That's pretty bad. So, not really that great of a card. Just goes to show how much Talonflame sucks, because it's ugly, and it may be really good in the video games, but it's still a really stupid Pokemon. Alright, this one looked like it had a little tear, but it doesn't actually. It's just, it was a reflection in the light, and I was not able to save this at all. These, as I've mentioned before, these packs just rip open so easily, especially compared to the packs back from Generation 4. That was when they were really the best quality, I have to say. So, let's see what we've got in pack number 3. So, we'll be halfway done with this episode. We have Zubat, of course a common, because of how common it is in-game. Whismur, Murkrow, Fletchling, and Helioptile. We have the Robo Substitute Team Flare Gear, if I can say correctly, which we do have already, but it's still a really cool card. A Lampent, and another one of these Mystery Energies, which I do not mind at all, because with how much I love Mega Gengar, and I hope to get one in some pack at some point, whether in this box or not, because if I don't, I'll probably try to get more packs to try and get it. That's a helpful energy for it. So our reverse is going to be a Galvantula. That is a rare. I believe I've already gotten the regular rare of this, though I may have gotten the reverse, but I'm pretty sure I got the regular. That's pretty cool. Better a reverse rare than a regular rare, because now I can get 2 rares in one pack. And the other rare is going to be a Venomoth. That is a regular rare, and I believe that's actually a repeat rare at this point, so that's kind of a bummer. But anyway, let's not spend too much time upset about that, and let's go on to a Diancie pack. And if you didn't see the Diancie movie, I'm not going to spoil anything about it, but I have to say, it is pretty emotional. It's not that great of a plot, but it is, I have to say, it did get me with the emotions, which is kind of dumb, since it really shouldn't be. But whatever, I liked it. There were some things about it that it wasn't really that great of a movie, and the animation quality was kind of bad, and the story didn't make so much sense at certain points, but all in all, I mean, it's a Pokemon movie. I'm not expecting too much from it. So we have Joltik Deden, which Bonnie has, and I think that X and Y movie, the Diancie one, was like the first time I've seen the X and Y anime. I haven't really been following it. We have Purloin, the other Helioptile design, and Carablast. The uncommons, we have Handscope, which is kind of interesting for a Pokemon card. It's not very often you get, like, your opponent reveals his or her hand. I mean, maybe it is, but it feels like something that's more out of, like, Magic the Gathering, which I also play. And we have a Swadloon and an Enhanced Hammer. Yeah, so that's useful. The reverse for this pack is a reverse Bronzor. I believe that is a common. Yes, indeed it is. And I love the reverse pattern, especially on the metal-type Pokemon. It looks extremely good. And the rare for this pack is a Heliolisk. That is a holo. Awesome. So keeping up 2 holos or better per pack. Got 2 holos in this part. Maybe in the last 2 packs I'll get something better, like an ultra rare or a secret rare would be insane. Though I'm not going to expect it too much, because the getting 3 in 3 parts is pretty good, and I shouldn't expect to get 6 in 6 packs. Although maybe, I don't know the proportions for this box particular, but pound 30 damage, not great. Parabolic Spark. Discard as many electric energy attached to your Pokemon as you like. This attack does 30 damage times the number of energy cards you discard. So that's kind of cool. I guess you can, if you have like a lot of electric energy in your deck, you could really discard a bunch to do a ton of damage with this Pokemon that's not even an EX, although, and then you can just have like some form of energy acceleration to get a lot of energy back from your discard pile. So that is actually a pretty cool idea. Moving on, we have an Aegislash pack. Again, now we're going to be repeating pack arts, because I've already opened 4 packs in this episode, and that's how the boxes work, is that they just loop the 4 pack arts, basically. At least they have for a while. Have the cards upside down. 1, 2, 3. Rare and reverse. And let's see what we have in this pack. We have Gulpin, Spearow, Pumpkaboo, Litleo, and Swirlix. The uncommons are another Handscope, a Boldor, and a Versus Seeker, which is put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand. Very useful since supporters practically run the metagame, although they are limited to 1 per turn, so being able to get one back can be very helpful since you're limited to 4 in a deck. The reverse is, a reverse Golbat. I think I actually may already have gotten a reverse of this. This is an uncommon. And the Golbat and Crobat lines, when you evolve, their ability activates that lets you put damage counters onto one of your opponent's Pokemon, which is a pretty cool ability. And the rare for this pack, not part, I always confuse saying pack and part in episode, is going to be a Yanmega. That is a regular rare, 110 HP for a Stage 1 Pokemon. You can, for 1 Grass Energy, shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 6 cards. That's useful, but honestly, I don't think it's as good as using a supporter, because then you don't have to worry about having this Pokemon out and using your turn to place an energy on it. So, it's not super great. Now, Surprise Strike can do 100 damage if you switch up Yanmega this turn, but honestly, for 3 energy, and you have to continuously switch to do 100 damage, it's not that great of a use. At least, I don't think. Maybe it is in some decks. But anyway, moving on to the last pack for this episode, we have a Mega Gengar pack that I'm really trying to save right now. See, I can always, or not always, but I can usually get the first part of it fine, and then it's tearing open the, yep, see, I just got it right up here. Let's see if you can see it. I started getting it, and then this piece just tore like that. So that's just an example of how these packs are made with cheaper plastic, which does save money, and I guess that's good for Nintendo, or, well, Nintendo doesn't make the cards, do they? I have no clue, honestly. It doesn't matter too much to me who makes them. It's not Wizards of the Coast anymore, is it? I don't think it's been them for a while, but I legitimately do not know. For the commons, we have Venonat, Frillish, Roggenrola, Alomomola. That's weird to be a common. I think I already mentioned that. Skarmory. For the uncommons, we have another Shauna. We got one early in this part. Trick Coin. That's one I haven't gotten yet. Let me read that ability. This is a tool. Once during your turn after you flip any coins for any attack of the Pokemon this card is attached to. So it has to be for an attack of the Pokemon you have. It can't be for, like, a defending thing or paralyzed flip or whatever. You may ignore all effects of those coin flips and begin flipping those coins again. You may only use effects that let you flip coins again, including effects from other cards, once during your turn. That's kind of a really confusing wording because it's such a tricky card. Get it? Because it's a trick coin. But it's so technical in usage that it kind of has to be, and I'm kind of having a bit of trouble wrapping my head around it, probably because I'm just a bit tired and hungry, so I'm not really going to linger on that too much longer. And also got a Team Flare Gear, a Target Whistle, which lets you put a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile onto his or her bench. Could be useful in some situations to, like, block up their free space. I already went over that card, I think, before. The last reverse for this episode is going to be a reverse Pumpkaboo. That is a common, and I almost feel like I already got a reverse of this as well. And the last rare for this part is going to be a Bronzong. That is a regular rare with the ability Metal Links. Once during your turn before your attack, you may attach a Metal Energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. That's cool for a form of, like, energy acceleration. So in this part, no ultra rares, but I did still get 2 holos or better, since I did get 2 holos, being the Gorgeist and Heliolisk you see here. So that's pretty cool. Put those in some sleeves. And that's going to do it for this episode. We have 2 more. We're now 2/3 of the way through the box. So in the next one, I will see you guys with 6 more packs. And then after that, we will go on to the finale. Remember, if you want to win the code cards that are over here, make sure to go check out part 1 for details on how to enter, alright? I will see you guys next time.